Good morning, good people. Dr. K here. Listen, I wanted to share something with y'all this morning. God has been dealing with me about this for a while, and I just feel like I need to go ahead and release it. I've shared it with a few people here and there, but I think I need to go ahead and release it. So I want to talk to you about the story of Joseph, Genesis 37 through 50. Just to give you a little bit of backstory, Jacob had maybe 10 sons. I can't think exactly the number right now, but 10 sons with Leah, the sister that he really didn't want. He wanted Rachel. He was in love with Rachel. And then finally, he was able to have a child with Rachel, and that was Joseph. Okay? And he loved this boy. He loved this boy more than anything in the world. Number one, because that was the baby that he thought he would never have, right? They thought she would never have a child. So that was the first part. But then the second part was that Jacob knew there was something different about Joseph. There was an anointing on Joseph's life that was different from all his other sons, and he treated him as such openly, right? So his brothers hated him. They were jealous of him. They loathed him, okay? And so when Joseph has this dream that his brothers and his father are bowing down to him, he tells them about his dream. His brothers, in turn, put him in a pit that he can't get out of on his own, and they sell him into slavery, okay? He goes into slavery, and when he goes into slavery, because he's such a nice-looking and well-built young man, they take him. Potiphar takes him into his home, and he's the manager of Potiphar's home, right? So he's managing people while he's in captivity, and the person who has the most power next to Pharaoh, okay? So he is now working in Potiphar's home, and he's managing Potiphar's home, and Potiphar has a certain amount of respect for him, but Potiphar's wife goes after him. She wants to sleep with him, and he denies her, so she lies on him. We ain't gonna talk about that right now. She lies on him. He goes to prison. And when he goes to prison, he's placed over the inmates. He's placed in leadership over the inmates, right? So all this time, God is preparing Joseph. Joseph doesn't know really what he's being prepared for. He remembers the dream, but he doesn't really know how it's going to happen. He doesn't know how or why, what the circumstances are surrounding his brothers and his father bowing down to him, okay? He has no clue. He's only seen that part. That's all he knows. He has no idea how he's going to get there. And so in the 13 years from the pit to the palace, Joseph is being prepared. He's being prepared for his destiny. Hear me. He's being prepared for his destiny. I have always heard people say that he should have never told his brothers about his dream. That's not true. That's not true. Joseph did exactly what he was supposed to do, so that his brothers could do exactly what they did. Put God's plan in motion. See, if Joseph never told his brothers about his dream, they would have never put him in the pit. And there would have never been a witness when Joseph made it to the palace. There had to be a witness to the goodness of God, to the glory of God, to the strength and the sovereignty of God. Without the witness, it doesn't matter. It's null and void without witness. How would God get the glory if Joseph made it to the palace without no one ever knowing that God showed him this in the beginning? It's about the witness. So no, you should not share your big dreams with small-minded people. I don't negate that. I really don't. Not at all. But in this instance, everything happened the way it was supposed to. Like most things in life do. Even when we go in the opposite direction, we will still end up in the place we were always meant to be. Catch that. Y'all have a great Saturday.